right, our next guest, absolutely one of my favorite players in the league. Love watching him play, all the hustle, determination. So happy he stayed with Phoenix, and he's going to join us on the program right now. Grayson Allen. Grayson, it's Gambo. Tim Rings filling in for Bernsey. He's with me. How are you?
I'm doing great. Appreciate y'all having me.
Absolutely. Love having you on the show, my friend. Thanks for coming on again. First off, I haven't got a chance to congratulate you, but congratulations. That 4-year, $70 million deal, you earned every penny of it. I was real happy that you decided to stay with the Phoenix Suns. Just tell me about that decision.
I knew the whole time that Phoenix was where I wanted to be, so not much thought process went into it on my side. It was more the negotiating from the agents and everyone, not me. So, but I'm really happy to be locked in here, and getting a contract like that is obviously huge. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, and it just seemed right from the get-go, man. You really fit in. You led the entire NBA in three-point shooting percentage last year. You had a great season. When you got hurt in the playoffs, that absolutely hurt the Phoenix Suns. But it just seemed like it was a really good fit with you right from the get-go.
Yeah, I think so. And it was really easy and seamless for me to fit in with the guys that we had last year. And, this year feels even better. So it's a great spot for me personally, and fit-wise, offensively, defensively, like personality with the team. I think it's all great.
Grayson, what about your role now coming off the bench? Obviously, you were a starter last year. Everybody loves to start, but now your role, you're being asked to do something different now. But let me tell you something, man. I mean, you got 9 looks from beyond the arc last night, so for a guy coming off the bench and playing fewer minutes, I'm sure you'll take nine good looks at a 3 every night. What has the adjustment been like, the mentality like for you this year as opposed to last year?
It's pretty similar, being in there, just playing off of other guys and always being ready to shoot and be a secondary playmaker off the ball, and then just try to make some other plays around. But I feel like I've been getting up a lot more threes in less time this year. So
yeah.
I think part of that is our ball movement. Having Tyus here helps us out, and we're getting a lot of better looks.
Yeah, it just seems like you guys are having fun this year. Like, not that you didn't last year, but you can tell at times last year there was some frustration. This year, maybe it's the young guys coming in, but it does seem like you guys are just enjoying playing with each other.
Yeah, I think so. And, we're off to a hot start, too. Winning always makes things more fun, but we're closing out games well. We're playing good basketball. The ball's moving around and finding everybody. So it's a fun style of basketball when you play like that and win games.
Now, listen, you're a three-point shooter, so I'm probably asking the wrong guy this question. What do you think about this transformation in the NBA? Anthony Edwards is shooting more threes. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, everybody's shooting more threes. You guys are shooting 5 or 6 more a game. Why do you think that is, and do you like it? Is it good for the league?
I think so, up to a point, right? I think the challenge, every team wants to shoot more threes, and every team says that they want to shoot more threes, but the challenge for the good and great teams is to actually generate good looks. And I think that the teams that shoot a lot of threes and also generate good looks are a good brand of basketball, and it's fun to watch because most of the time that means the ball's moving, there's a lot of ball and player movement, multiple passes, and finding the open shot, and guys are creating for each other. I think people complain in terms of watching because sometimes that can turn into not getting good looks but still wanting to get threes, so you just end up settling and shot chucking, which isn't good basketball to watch. But you look at all the top teams, the teams that shoot a lot of threes and have a really good offense. Most of the time it's because they have good offense that's fun to watch. The ball's moving. It's usually beautiful basketball, creating good shots. So I think from that standpoint, it's a great thing.
Yeah, it really is. In fact, ironically, Grayson, you passed up a 3 at the end of the first half last night, and I saw you walk off the court under the basket. You stuck your hand up. Were you saying, "My bad, I got to shoot that. I know it"?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
I knew it immediately.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Hey, listen, Kevin Durant. We caught the reaction of a lot of your teammates after he made that second ridiculous jumper in crunch time. Are you guys? I mean, we're fans, we're media, we can be in awe. Are sometimes you guys, as fellow NBA players, also in awe of Durant when he does that in the clutch?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Especially I was on the bench for a couple of those shots, and anytime he gets the ball and can get to a pull up or a shot that looks good, you just kind of automatically think it's going in. But it's amazing to have a guy like that on your team who you can give the ball, he can create his own shot, and you always think it's going in.
That's like when Tim, he gives the mic to me, and it's like you kind of know the shot's going to go in. When
yeah,
Grayson, when they turn the
happens.
mic over to me, it's like a 3-pointer being made. Let's talk about your defense, because everybody talks about the 3-point shooting. Your defense this year has been spectacular. Your hustle, your aggressiveness. The Suns don't win that game the other day against Philly if you don't keep that ball alive that sets up the KD drive that made it 118-116. Just your efforts and just, defensively, your hustle, your aggressiveness, tapping the ball out. I know you take a lot of pride in that. Not a lot of people ask you about your defense, but how do you feel your defense is coming along so far under Budenholzer?
I think last year it took a big jump, especially with guarding some tougher assignments. And, this year it's kind of been a focus for me to just have that mentality of flying around and making extra plays. Like sometimes defensively it's just getting a tip on the ball so that, they're not getting a rebound or getting an extra deflection or a steal or getting back in transition. Just try to fly around, be active, and make some plays out that help the team. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better at that over the years in my career. Like I definitely don't think I came into the league as someone who was known for good defense, but over the last 3 or 4 years, I feel like that's been a big jump for me and a reason why I've been able to be successful as a player and get a lot of playing time.
Hey, Grayson, I almost feel like we buried the lead. How much did you work out in the off season? What was your schedule like? I mean, were there 2 hours? Did you hire a trainer? I mean, you look like you'd be playing middle linebacker for the Cardinals if this NBA thing doesn't work out. I mean, how much did you eat? How much? I mean, give me the rundown on how you built up your body in a relatively short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a longer off season. It's the unfortunate thing that happens when you get swept in the first round. So I started lifting pretty early in the off season, and it wasn't anything crazier than normal. It was just a consistent 3-4 days a week, and I did it all summer long. And the main kind of idea or focus behind that for me was just building a strong base. And I felt like 2 or 3 years ago I started to really focus in on that, and then I started to have healthier seasons, and I think for the last 3 years, each season I've played more games than before. So I feel like it's helped me stay healthy, and that was the goal in mind, was to do it to stay healthy, not to get jacked or look like a middle linebacker.
Well, you look jacked, and it hasn't affected your shot, so that's good.
Did you ever play any football before or no?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, all right. So you don't have to worry about him going to play card for the. He's fine with the Suns. He's got his contract. He's good to go.
The Cardinals need help, is all I'm saying.
Grayson, hey, it's always good having you on the show. Appreciate you calling in. Good luck against Dallas tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll chat down the road.
Yep, appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Grayson.
All right, thanks, Grayson. It's Grayson Allen. I mean, I'm not just. I really love watching him play. Like, I love watching him play. He plays so hard all the time. He's, one of my favorite players in the league to watch.
Let me tell you something. Tom Chambers and I talked about this on one of the TV shows last year. And these are Chambers' words, and he stands by them. He thinks he's got borderline all-star talent. Like, he's not just a role player.
No.
He's not just a spot-up shooter. He's not Craig Hodges. This dude can put it on the deck. He can defend. He can rebound. He can score in a variety of ways. He's a really good basketball player.
High IQ, smart player. And again, I mean, you look at that game the other night against Philadelphia. Like, he doesn't get that ball tipped back to KD. Who knows if you win the game, you might not win it.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.